right, and what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Joey365 with another episode of Real African Stars, and I'm here with my guest, Chris.
Hey.
Nice to see you again, Chris.
Back.
Nice to see you again. How was your weekend?
My weekend was great. You know, a little relaxing, a little showing out with my toe out. You know,
you made it to the pool. I see.
Made to the pool. You did too. Huh?
I did. I was outside.
Outside.
I was outside. It was fun. I had a weekend. Went outside. Went to Chapman. We're here in Houston. You know, that was the spot. But went out there with sweating bullets.
It was crazy at Chapman this weekend.
Man, it was crazy. But yeah. How's everything else going?
All is well.
Yeah,
All is well.
All right, let's get into the show. First things first, everybody, make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. Follow us on Instagram at Real African Stars, and as well as Real Joey365. You want to share your how people can reach you?
_Chris KRIS _Mays MAYES.
All right. Shout out to Chris Mays. I like that. Yeah. Make sure you also I already said that. Make sure you follow on all platforms. Yeah. With no delay, let's get into the show. One thing about Chris I never told you guys about. She's a great musical talent. Can sing her butt off, man. You wanna tell us a little about your? You said what?
You said sing her butt off.
Man, sing your butt off, man.
The booty's still intact.
Yeah. Go ahead, tell us a little bit about your music experience and what you've done in the past.
I come from a family of singers. My mother sings, my uncles sing.
Oh, yeah.
Not formally, but actually, my uncle did create a record.
Nice.
So yeah, it's just a natural gift. I've been singing since I was a little girl. So I'm not formally trained. It's just like therapy to me. So
yeah.
I sing when I'm sad, mad, happy.
Give us some. I want to hear something.
On the spot right
Kristen's a little shy now. Don't be shy. I want to hear something.
If I could forget him, I would. Please believe me. And I know that I should throw the towel in, but baby, it's not that easy. Hey. Treat me so much better than him, and if I was sane, there'd be no competition. But I'm in love with someone else.
What? Man. No formal training. That sounds beautiful.
Okay.
I'm loving it, man.
As he puts me on the spot.
Wow. You sure you don't want to go to American Idol? You been to American Idol?
I have not. I have not been to American Idol, but I've been to the Real World.
Oh, wow. Real World. Tell us about that.
Clearly, I didn't make the cut, or else you all would know me, right?
Tell us about it.
Yeah, I was.
What year was it?
This was probably about 2002, 2001, 2000, probably 2002.
Oh,
I think this is kind of when the Real World was just coming out, and I slept on a curb all night with a bunch of people in New York City. You know, trying out for the Real World.
That must have been wild.
It was fun. I met a lot of talented, fun, creative people.
Did you meet anybody famous that was out there that you were like, oh my God, I remember him?
No, I didn't. No. I was a little far in the line, but it was a good experience.
Okay, we love it, man. You got a beautiful voice, and it'll carry you somewhere. Beautiful voice. It'll take you somewhere. Yeah, definitely, man. Let's get into the show though.
Yo.
After that, the beautiful singing from Chris. But yeah. Let's get into it. We got a great show for you today. A couple of topics we want to tackle, and we're just gonna give you just give us your perspective and let us know what you think. Our first video here is about a story that's been going. It seems like a more social media generated story because we couldn't find this story anywhere else.
Right.
But it's a story floating says eye for an eye. Alleged story is going viral about a father who avenged his son's death by murdering the cop's 17-year-old daughter at her prom. Just like I said, it's a viral. It's a viral story. None of this has been confirmed in the real world, so we'll take it as that. And let's watch a little video of what people are saying and give our feedback on the back end.
Let's go.
Let me move this up. All right.
This is truly a story of grief taking hold of you. Revenge killing at a prom. Man avenged his son's death by murdering cop's daughter. The story goes, a night meant for celebration turned into a horrific scene of violence when 45-year-old Douglas Barnes was arrested for the murder of 17-year-old Samantha McCaffrey at her high school prom. The incident occurred on Friday evening outside Livonia High School, leaving the community in shock in the morning. Samantha McCaffrey, daughter of Sergeant Mike McCaffrey of the Livonia Police Department, was stepping out of her limousine when Barnes, armed with an AK-47, opened fire, riddling the teenager with bullets. Witnesses report that Barnes then sat and awaited the arrival of the police, repeatedly shouting, "An eye for an eye." The tragic event is believed to be rooted in a deadly encounter 4 years prior in 2020. Sergeant McCaffrey fatally shot Barnes' son, 19-year-old Gino Barnes, during a traffic stop. The confrontation began over expired tags and escalated into a heated verbal argument, according to reports. Gino Barnes reached for his glove box to retrieve his insurance information, prompting McCaffrey to open fire. The sergeant was later acquitted of all charges, a verdict that basically was devastated by the father pretty much. And it was stated that the father had been following the sergeant for years. Because this was 4 years after his son had been shot. So grief basically took this father to the point of getting revenge for his son's death. What do you guys think about this?
That's a tough one right there.
It is. Reminds me of A Time to Kill.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. So what do you think about that story, Chris?
This is my personal opinion, right? Not politically on here. We're not politically correct.
Yeah.
I understand. I'm a parent. I don't know that I would ever go to this extent, but I think that there are things that can drive you to be a bit insane. And my child being murdered by police, right? And I think if we think about how society makes Black bodies seem so meaningless, we see that. I mean, it's almost like the world tries to desensitize us. Definitely. When it comes to Black and brown bodies. They fall in the street. They're murdered left and right, and it's like it's just another day, Not for this dad though, not for this dad. And I mean, I understand the eye for an eye. I understand it.
I understand it because we live here in America where we've seen this happen time and time again. Even though they haven't confirmed whether the story is true or not.
Right.
I'm leaning towards it's not true because I haven't heard of it because that would have been crazy.
But
Apparently this
hypothetically,
happened.
if this, I mean, this is not far fetched, right?
Yeah.
This is not far fetched,
It happens so often, so
right?
and it's just swept under the rug, or the family just paid out millions from the department. You know, we see this all the time. So
I understand black rage, man.
Yeah,
I get it. I totally get it.
Black people been through a lot in this country. A lot is an understatement, but but we see these stories, and as Black people, we can relate because we've seen the story time and time again. As Black people, we're not given the what's the word I'm looking for? We're not given the grace to, I guess, reach for something while in the car. We have to basically be alert at all times, hands on the wheel. Sometimes even turning off the car just to show that the officer is in control, just so you can walk away from that situation. So it makes sense from that aspect, but some people don't take death lightly. So these situations, it's not far fetched. It could happen if it's not true. But
yeah, I mean, whether it is or it's not, right? We can understand that the premise behind it is just like, if your child were to be murdered by police, it's justifiable.
Yeah.
I mean, in Bible times, there was an eye for an eye. You know,
it's God's law.
We're not encouraging violence, but
Definitely
what I'm saying
not.
is that, man, as a parent, I can understand.
It's understandable.
I can completely empathize and sympathize, both. And for those who are saying it's fake, it's right. Whether it's fake or not, what would you do if you were in that situation?
It's easy to say what you would do, you know. As a parent, it's like a.
Okay. Let me hold down the fort.
choked up. I'm a little choked up right now.
Yeah. It's tough.
It's easy to say what you'll do in a certain situation when you're not in it. But for me, man, God, I don't know. The love you have for a child it's driving you to insanity because that's your seed.
Yeah.
So
I've had a situation where my son was where something happened to my son that was that violated him in a way. And
how did you feel in that instance? I'm sure the protective the mother instincts come into play.
I mean, there was a situation where he was like kind of jumped in the park. Like, parents, stay close to your kids. I mean, it happened so fast. I was so close to him, and they were quiet about it. This is when we lived in New Jersey, and two boys. This is part of what made me move. He was 6 years old, and there were two boys in the park. Maybe they were 12 or 13.
Really?
And he was saying, like, I saw them. They were in all black, but they were playing with all the kids.
Yeah.
And I went to sit down, maybe 50 to 100 feet away from him. But there was a pillar, right? A pillar by kind of where he was at that was kind of blocking him just slightly. And like how strategic kids are. Yeah. He said that they were wielding a gun, a fake gun a gun. We don't know whether it was fake or not.
13-year-olds?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And they punched him in the stomach.
How old was he?
Roman was 6 years old at this point.
13 and 6? That's crazy.
Yeah, they were 13 years old. But my son's tall, right? He was a big 6-year-old, but still 13 is different, right? And they were like telling him if he moved, they were going to shoot him. He didn't know if it was a real gun. And they punched him in his stomach. It took off. And I just heard a kid crying. So naturally I ran to see what was going on. I know my kids cry. Yeah. And it happened so fast and they ran. And I literally drove my car like scouring the neighborhood looking for these kids because I was going to like, who knows what I was going to do if I saw those kids. Yeah. So I say that all to say when someone harms your child, like all sensibility goes out the window because you're just in protective mode. Kid, not parent, get your kid, Like there's all bets are off if you're harming my child. I mean, I think it's just a parent's nature.
Okay, I love it. Love the take. I agree with that. And
we're not promoting violence here.
Definitely not. But just the protective instincts go into play in those situations. So I don't know how I would act. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's just hope it doesn't happen.
Right.
Shit.
Because life is lifing.
Boy, I tell you.
Life be out here lifing.
All right.
What we got next?
What else we got next? We have a story here that says chick's Tinder date wants to know how much cosmetic surgery she's had before they continue dating. Oh Lord. How are you in are you dating online? How's your experience dating online?
I am not dating online.
She's a quitter. She's a quitter, y'all.
I dated online, and I got really connected to someone that I have like really strong feelings for. So that I think that was somewhat of a success.
Was it? There we go. Success stories.
I care about that person a lot. Like we have a great connection. And to be continued.
Yeah. But I'm just saying in general.
I don't
dating?
like online dating.
Why not?
I mean, I just think that's just not my thing. I just think that there's so many layers you have to weed through. You have to vet so much. It's just like, first you have to see, is that person real? And then you gotta video chat because good God, I've been tricked.
You've been tricked
in the past.
Boy.
Bruh. Some dude, he was like almost 60. But the way he hit himself in the video was so good.
Girl,
I'm telling you, he was like in his late 50s. He was a good. Now listen, if I was an older woman, he was a good looking like 50 something.
I know you ain't talking about women hiding things online, boy.
I'm just saying, people hide themselves and they're really like good at it.
People will hide at least 300 pounds on video and. Man,
they're really good at hiding themselves. So
because it's a trick. That's one thing about online dating. You already know what you're not getting the they're online dating for a reason. Let's put it like that. They're online dating.
Online dating?
Nah, I can't do it no more. I'm just tired of getting catfished back to.
That online dating world, baby. I mean, according to the dating experts, they're revamping online dating. So I guess towards the end of the year, 2025, it should be something else. But
no, hold on.
Right now,
talk about online dating. Did you hear about the new online platform that they got bringing out called Flued Out?
Who's gonna fly me out? Please.
Oh, okay. She want to get fly out.
Fly me. Listen, man, that's so dangerous. Listen, you better fly out and go somewhere else.
No, let me tell you how the app works. So basically, right, you can set up like, I guess, I don't know, it's like a dating thing where you go on the app, you want to get flued out, and it's like a request. A man or a woman make a request. Hey, I'm looking for somebody to fly you out to Miami on this date.
Miami, you better fly me out to Greece.
Oh my
Italy.
God, here we go.
I don't need nobody to fly me out to Miami. You better fly me out to South Africa.
We already having issues with
Tanzania,
that.
Zanzibar, Bora Bora. Don't fly me out to Miami.
They're already beefing with this app already.
Ladies, be safe online dating, man. There's some crazies out here. Like, it's okay to go for tea or coffee midday, early in the day.
This.
Like
this is opening. This is an easy.
It's prostitution.
Not even that trafficking situation.
Imagine
I take you all the way to Russia or something like that. Or some Russian dude said, "I want to fly you out." You gotta be a
bonehead to do something like that. Like
people.
Or women. You know, it's not just women and men. Or they're paying for your flight and you take off. Like, I mean, it's the risk, right? You don't show up to their place, but you take the flight and go.
They're gonna be waiting for you at the airport.
Well, I mean, just because you're waiting for me, what that mean?
I booked the flight. I know where your flight coming in.
So what?
Oh, okay. Aren't you? Yeah, you heard? No, I'm not heard. That's what
you gonna do?
You're in their country.
I'm in the airport.
You're in their country.
What you gonna do?
Okay.
I'm just saying, I mean, some people like to play tricks and play games. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I don't need to be flued out anywhere.
You don't want to get
except
flued
for
out?
by my man. Where's my man?
Oh my God.
No, but it's honestly like be safe. Just be safe when you're online dating because it's a lot of crazies out here.
Yeah. So this new platform, you can, I guess, schedule a whole plan.
Yeah.
Meet you here. Blah blah blah.
Itinerary.
Basically, so this just opens up the door to trafficking.
I just wonder
getting
how
kidnapped.
successful they'll be because I
think it'll
mean
be real
that
successful.
I think
Because you have a lot of girls who are willing to do these things, but
just girls. You think it's just women?
Well, women really, you do have women out there that will pay you to fly you out, so I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, there's a lot of men that'll get flued out.
Yeah.
There's no risk for. I mean, it's very little risk. I mean,
shout out to the men. Yeah. But that's interesting though. Let's go into this video and see what this dude's problem is. He said basically he wants to know if his date's been on getting cosmetic surgery before he moves on. I think that's valid. I agree because when you see some of these girls out here, they did their lips. I was out in Chapman. You should have seen some of these people's lips. I'm like, you really went and plumped up your lips? You see plump lips, plump butt, plump back. Man, you see it all now. It's crazy. But let's go into this video.
And why are women doing that?
Yeah. It's for a multitude of reasons. Attention. They think
attention of who?
For men. For men's attention. But are we, is that what we're asking for? We're not even asking for BBLs.
What y'all give a lot of attention to BBLs.
It's like, you give a lot, it's like a toy.
What do you think about BBLs, dude? What's your experience with BBLs?
I've had some females with BBLs. My experience is, my BBL experience. I've dated women with BBLs. Is it something that I would marry? Now that's a different story. So
what's different? Tell me.
It's just different because it's artificial. It's not real, right? We don't know what these BBLs gonna look like in the future. You're gonna probably sit on, I don't know, I can't even explain it. Like, it doesn't look right. Some people get the little fat transfer where they suck their stomach out and their belly button is in the middle of their chest.
So you've dated women with BBLs. You've dated women with BBLs. So let's say you weren't dating them seriously. Like when a woman shows up and she has a BBL, what are your thoughts?
I want to play with it.
Okay.
I want to, you know what I mean? It's like a toy. It's not something I take serious. I'll just be honest. It's not something I like natural. Most men like natural. Natural hair, natural lips, natural, you know what I mean? Come as you are, you know what I mean? Most people want to, I think the problem is more of the internet. They've promoted so many of these reality shows with women and female rappers who promote this BBL lifestyle to the masses. And it hasn't, to me, I don't see the positive. Men will play with that, but they're not going to wipe that up.
So you don't mind a fupa?
That's natural.
That's okay.
That's cool. Shit.
Stretch marks.
That's cool. It's a part of the life, man. It's a
deflated
part of,
boobs.
If you're gonna love a woman, you're gonna love every part of her, right? So it's not about if I only like you because you know what I mean. If you're gonna like a woman, you're gonna like a woman. You know what I mean? People wife that up. Let me put it like that. People are wifing up fupas.
I'm just asking. I'm a natural girl over here, so I don't subscribe to that.
Don't ever do anything else, because guess what? All that BBL, all that plastic, it's a fad. It's a fad. Because you got to understand what led to that, right? Consuming people like, consuming content like, what's her name? Kanye West's ex-wife, Kim Kardashian. She blew that whole BBL thing up.
And I think in general, like, I'm very careful about what I say. Like, I think so many people tell women what to do and how they should look. And my God, it's just like, it's a lot, right? And I think that if you are doing those things to cover up trauma, pain, insecurities, right? It's like after you get the BBL, after you get the liposuction, it's like the pain of your past is still there. Right. I know women who have done those things because they don't feel happy about their body, and they get it done and they're still not happy about their body. And it leads to more surgeries, and you're utilizing surgery instead of surgery is a substitute for healing and doing the deep work. So if you know, that's the caution I say there. It's just like, if you're utilizing that instead of just doing your work, man, and loving yourself from the inside out. We're all beautiful. We're all supposed to be different.
I love it.
Right?
I love
Everybody don't have to have a big booty, small waist, you know, like. And I think that you should do what makes you feel beautiful at the same time, right?
Definitely. But let's cue the video and give our feedback. This dude's looking funny. Let's see this.
It's a massive red flag for me.
Plastic surgery is a massive red flag for you.
Yeah, it is. Because I'm gonna have kids one day, and I want to know what they're gonna look like. And if your face is full of concrete and jelly, like I don't know what they're gonna look like.
You understand my any cosmetic anything is not gonna affect my fucking genes, right? Is that?
Yeah, I understand that because your genes didn't create what I see because you're wearing a mask. I don't know what's happening.
It's literally it's a tiny bit of Botox. Do you not understand? Like, it's called a lip flip. It's not.
Why? What's wrong with the lips that were already there?
It's none of your business what was wrong with the lips. Like, I want to get it. So like,
listen. You're a gorgeous specimen, and you're quite cute.
Thanks.
And I would love to continue to date, but I'm gonna need to know on a scale of 1 to 10 how plastic you are.
What? What?
Yeah.
How?
Can you give me just a number?
I'm not even.
I'm not asking for details, just a number. Box out of 10.
I'm not answering that fucking insane question. No.
Plastic.
Was he wrong for wanting a real woman?
Well, hold on. Pause. It's not that she's not a real woman. What does that mean?
Okay,
like,
well, I'm glad you said that because
a natural, unenhanced. I think we all do enhancements in one way or another. And I think, again, I always say it's the how, man. It's how you approach things.
Hold on. When you say we all, who's we? We.
I think when men get blackouts, when
what the hell's a
women wear
blackout?
wigs, when
What's a
we
blackout?
wear a blackout, the black stuff that they all do.
Okay.
You know, when
we all don't do that, FYI. But
well, I'm not
I get
saying,
what you
but
mean.
what I'm
I
just
get what
saying,
you mean.
I think everyone, like a majority of the population, given the world that we live in, make enhancements to themselves, small or large, right? And I think it's how you go about it. Apparently, he was attracted to whatever this is. He was attracted to it. He was moving on it. So you like it.
That's what we're saying. On when we're on social media and we see it, we like it. Then when we see it in person, we're like, oh, okay, it wasn't real though entire time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you get that shock factor, and now that's why it will prompted those questions when he's asking, okay, how much plastic surgery have you done? He wants to know because there's a story out there, right? This Asian guy. He married this Asian woman. He's a billion. I don't know if he's a millionaire or billionaire or whatever. He married her. She fine. She did surgery where, you know how Asian people got the chinky eyes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So she did surgery where her eyes are like different. And when they had 2 kids, they came out looking like the mama before. Mm-hmm. And the guy filed for divorce and sued her.
So, all right, this is layered. We love to do layered things. So attraction is how much of the relationship? Because when we're talking about,
no,
okay.
Because
Okay,
it all starts with attraction.
It all starts with attraction, right? It all starts with attraction. And I think, women and men are a bit different in this way. It's just like,
We're both the same.
Right. But your children, it doesn't matter what they look like, right? Your children, your child. Listen, you could have a child with someone, you don't know what all their family genes look like. Me and my brother.
No,
my brother is your complexion. I'm my complexion, right? It's just like people of color come out looking like black people. We come out looking like all different kinds of things. But at the end of the day, your love is based on the way someone looks. How much you love your child or not depends on the way that they look.
I don't blame him.
That's ridiculous.
Maybe he was just shallow.
He was shallow. And what if your child comes out with Down syndrome, or they have a deformity?
Those are things you can't help. We're talking about things that you've altered in your body.
What does that have to do with your children? Your children, I'm assuming, were made in love. You love this woman beyond her looks. So a relationship can stay together just for looks. How shallow is that relationship? If you are with someone, you marry someone, you procreate with someone just for their looks. That relationship had no anchor anyway. They weren't going to stay together anyway.
This is how you keep the fire in a relationship, being able to be sexually attracted. I'm not saying it's only on looks.
It's not on. We're talking about having a family with someone. My love for my child is not dependent on how they look. No.
You're blaming me. I'm not.
No, it's not about blame. It's about let's dig back the layers. Like,
I get
you
it.
divorced someone because your children came out to look a certain way. Like, did you even like? That's ridiculous. And what kind of investigation did you do anyway? Like, I think that says a lot about the person, right? It says a lot about the person. It's just like you gravitated to someone who looked like this. You can tell when people have work.
Let me put it like this, right? Whether you want to say yes, no, women are
Careful.
Commodity. You're bought. Well, majority, right? If I'm a millionaire, I'm gonna want a certain lifestyle, a certain look for my family. This is their mindset.
You're bought. What do you mean by you're bought?
You're bought as in you. Just on I'll go to African tradition. You go in African tradition when you get married, you're basically buying the woman from the family.
Right.
It's the same thing. Whether we want to acknowledge it or not, that's what it is. You're buying somebody's love. They're coming to you. Money attracts people. Money attracts people. So he's thinking, I'm meeting a beautiful woman who I want to have beautiful kids with. Then them kids come out not looking the same. So
let me ask you a question.
Can
you tell when someone has had work on themselves?
In the black community, yes, for the most part, because our surgeries are when people alter themselves, it's most likely
just in the black community.
No, white people do it all the time.
You can tell when someone has had work on themselves. You can see when someone has enhanced their lips. You can see when someone has changed their nose. You can tell when someone has had body surgery. Like, it's all you gotta do is ask for a picture. Let me see what you look like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Let me see what you look like as a teenager. Let me see what you look like in your early 20s.
Yeah.
It's not that hard. So I don't buy that crap that this guy, like, bro, you didn't do your due diligence and you get everything you deserve.
I agree with that.
It's not that hard.
But yeah, this guy's asking his question and he wants to know. So yeah. Hopefully he finds his love. And yeah. Oh man. These stories. Tell you.
The comments. Can we turn?
Ooh.
People have comments. Can we see comments?
You want to see comments for this one?
Yeah, there's
Which
some
one?
comments.
For the
no, I just mean I think there's some comments.
Let me see here. Let's read some comments of that last video we just watched. All right.
Any comments?
Make it bigger. Let's see what these people have to say. He said he didn't even show the. You already know. Somebody said I'm on Tinder now.
No, not our comments, our live video comments.
Oh, okay.
No worries. Okay. Keep the comments coming though. folks.
Yeah, keep the comments coming.
We'll answer the comments.
Yeah. All right, so this video went a little viral. We're gonna check it out. This lady says she divorced her husband after 1 month of him losing his job and not being able to pay the bills. Let's watch what she has to say and give her. Let's review the video. All right.
So he came home and he was like, babe, I lost my job. I'm like, all right, cool. So a month later, like the bill, it was time for the bills or whatever. And I'm like, the bills due, babe, or whatever. And he was like, okay, I'm not working. And I'm just, in a month, like, it's all kind of hustles. You could have been doing something or whatever. So I told him, I said, look, if I pay these bills, are you going to pay me the money back? This man had the nerve to tell me, why should I pay my wife back for paying our bill? I told this man from day one, my money is my money, and his money is our money. Why should I spend my money paying the bills? Like, no, he should have paid me back. So that's when I decided, like, I can't be with this man no more. So I had texted his homeboy, like, we all cool. I texted his homeboy or whatever. We went together. We left. I met up with him. And we was chilling with the drink or whatever, and I started venting. I started getting emotional. One thing led to the next. I did not purposely mean to do what I did with this, but things happen. Like, y'all don't understand what I'm going through. So, his friend ended up giving me some money or whatever, and he was like, babe, look, don't worry about it. Handle whatever you gotta handle. Like, his friend was every single thing I desired in a man. Like, everything I desired in a man. And, ain't nobody trying to hear my side. Ain't nobody trying to hear.
Cap.
You think it's cap?
People make so many videos just for attention and just for likes and just for... That sounds like the most foolish...
After 1 month, huh?
I mean, listen...
If your man said he's not able to pay the bill, or he lost his job or whatever, and you can see he's actively looking for a job and stuff like that, but he can't secure one. How do you handle that situation?
I'm gonna hold my man down 24. My husband, right, or someone I'm engaged. Like, to me, it's a partnership, right? Facts. And it's just like recognizing the times that we live in. We're in financial crisis. Everything is expensive. It's just like when you love someone, Black women have been doing this for centuries. We've been holding our men down for centuries, and that's why I say this kind of seems a bit silly. When you say, if you're a Bible believer, the Bible talks about a capable wife, right? And the capable wife, it's whether you believe in 50-50, whether you believe in the man supporting the household, when two people love each other, there's no way you're going to see a gap and not fill it.
I feel that. Definitely.
And I think that's on both ends. If something happens to my husband and he's not, I'm a capable person, right? I'm capable of earning income. I'm capable of holding down the house. Like, I'm capable of those things. But and is the expectation for me to take care of the household? Is that the expectation?
No, that shouldn't.
It's not the expectation.
That shouldn't be the expectation.
That's why I'm just saying this is foolishness. It's like, things happen in life. Things happen to people in life, and I don't see any woman, no women I know anyway. If someone falls on hard times, you would do this for your family. You would do this for your friends. If someone falls on hard times and you have the ability to help them, you help them.
Facts.
Right? Especially if it's your partner. Now, if you laying around playing video games while I'm out here hustling like a dog,
I can't play the new Madden. Oh, dang. No, it's fine.
No, I just mean, right? It just, again, it comes down to roles in a relationship. What is like, how do we understand our roles in a relationship?
Yeah, but that goes into understanding who you picked in the first place, right?
Exactly.
You got to understand his work ethic. You got to understand what he brings to the table. You got to understand, how he complements your life.
And vice versa.
Yeah, definitely. Most people just like we were just discussing. Most people picked on. Oh, I just want somebody fine. They don't bring nothing to the table. They don't add anything positive to your life. They just take, and that's definitely a no.
So, and right in those situations, whose fault is it?
The person who
If someone is showing you who exactly.
Yeah. If you accept that deal,
exactly.
If you got a man in your life who ain't doing shit, and you working and complaining to your homegirls, that's your fault.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And vice versa. If you accept a woman who expects, I think those expectations they're understood in the beginning. We're not silly. We know what we're getting into, and if that's what you sign up for, then you can't complain when it happens.
Facts. Yeah, facts.
And I'm gonna need to be catered to, because I do,
Not catered to.
We gon', women, we do a lot of catering to our men.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course we do.
Move on to the next story here.
What's the next story?
This story went viral yesterday. This young girl's mother, I guess was what is it? Let's take a look at it. Let me blow it up here.
Child stands up for her mother getting falsely accused.
Yeah, it says she's standing on business. Little girl stands up for her mother getting falsely accused by NYPD on my daddy. All right, let's watch the video and give a response. And I want you to let us know what you think.
The CD gave a description of a female black with long braids with a white shirt and
What classes did I steal from Montclair?
Mommy, I know who it was.
What classes did I steal?
Here's a little girl saying, "Mama, I know who it was."
Mm-hmm.
I'm recording it now. You should not be recording it without our permission.
For my safety, thank you.
My aunt stole glasses. It wasn't her. Do she have a fucking white t-shirt on? No.
She said her aunt is the one that took the glasses.
No. My phone. Leave my mother alone.
I don't have nothing though. This is crazy.
Oh, my dad, father. She don't have nothing. I'm gonna kill somebody, bro. I'm gonna kill somebody, bro. I'm gonna kill somebody, bro. I'm gonna punch somebody in the face.
I'm not gonna run off because I
No,
know I
leave me
didn't.
alone. Bro, my mother get arrested, bro. I swear to God, bro. I'm gonna punch somebody in the face, bro. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Go somewhere.
So now let her walk off. Yeah, but time out. What do I got to do? What do I have? You don't take that long for some glasses, my nigga, and don't. Oh my God, bro. I didn't take shit.
Oh my God, bro.
What's this, what? Where's the glasses at?
You're gonna be messed up in my soul, bro.
Calm down. Where the
I'll
fuck
be
is
the
the
glasses. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down.
Yeah, that's fine.
No. What did she do? She didn't do nothing. Please don't deal with her. Look at her phone.
I'll see me at the precinct. What is
Whew, that's tough, man. We have, as you can see, this is a little innocent kid that doesn't know any better. You can tell.
Oh, she knows better.
No,
She knows a lot.
You gotta. This is a kid.
This is a kid who's been exposed to a lot.
A lot, and
Who's been like kids can only output what's been input, right? That's just humans in general. We only output what's been input. So for this young child to be, for her mannerisms and her expressions and her reactions to be so over, the fact that you know how to utilize the language and you have the body language, the reactions of a grown, ignorant woman. And in fact, she's frustrated, right? It's frustrating. You've seen this over and over again, obviously.
I would think you can tell by the mother's behavior as well.
Exactly.
This is where it
been
stems
modeled for
from,
her.
right? It stems from that. And we don't know what mama's gone through. We don't know what type of life she's living. Whoever stole the glasses seems to be, somebody that they're familiar with, because the little girl knew that it's not my mama, it was somebody else. So she witnessed this too. So
right.
You got to look at the role models, right?
Yeah.
The adults in the room. That's who I look at, the adults in the room and what's been instilled in this child.
And that's
so.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And I said this before. It's like I've lived in New York City, right? And it's just like, this is typical of a young New York City, inner city child. It's just you are like the city. It exposes you to a lot.
It makes you harden. It hardens you.
A lot.
Yeah. There's a lot of trauma there. You could just tell. You could just see the trauma through the parenting through the kid.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's basically a mirror image.
And this is such a traumatic experience. For a child, like so traumatic, whether this is, we don't know the full the context of the situation, but it looks like she's being wrongfully arrested. Yeah. That's what it looks like. Looks like there was some shoplifting, but the impact that this will have on this child, and how she will in the future react to police contact.
We got to protect our kids. We've had that. We keep saying that over and over, right? Yeah. Protect our kids' mental, bro. Like that mentality, the mental of the children. Growing up in America, like it's when you grow up in America, you're hardened as an individual, kid or adult. You're just a hardened person.
In America, it's
It's a sad little story, but there's more of this than
there's a million of these stories though.
Yeah, you see it.
There's a million.
See it all the time. All right, let's move on to our next story, man. That was an all right one. All right, let's lead off to one of our last stories of the day. It says a Nigerian soccer player seeks divorce after DNA test reveals he's not the father of all 3 children he had with his wife, and. This story's been going viral on social media. A lot of people had a lot to say. It's unfortunate that this man confided his wife and she was confiding to somebody else. Rumors are that it's with a pastor, this London-based pastor that's known for doing fraudulent activities. I'm not surprised. So apparently he's accused of being the father. This woman is a lawyer, and that's basically what I know from the story. So it's just unfortunate. All 3 kids, they imagine it, believing that all 3 kids were yours and later finding out what would you, as a man, or I can expect you to understand what that feels like, but
I mean, I would imagine that's betrayal in the deepest sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what their situation is. Again, context matters.
Yeah.
And we don't have that. And it's just like to be married and have, if that is true, 3 children by another man is insane. That's insanity. And where were you at? Like, what's going on in the relationship?
Yeah. What's been common is a lot of men in Africa now are wanting to do DNA tests on their children, and a lot of the women are like, "No, what do you need to do?"
But that's happening
because technology is afforded has given us the options to look into it, basically, and a lot of people want to see how faithful their marriage is, and a lot of people are finding out their kids are not theirs, and it's driving men wild. There's been stories where this man killed his wife after he found that out.
You know what's
he just
crazy?
Felt betrayed, you know.
No, yeah, and it's like I mean, it's not to make light of this situation. It's just to say that, you know, it's like women endure infidelity a lot. You know, if you are in a long-term relationship with a man, the likelihood that there will be some form of infidelity is highly likely, right? What's the divorce rate?
You think it's highly likely it's the man or it's the woman?
I'm just saying it's highly likely in the relationship, whether man or woman. I think humans in general have needs, right? And we folly and we make mistakes and we are unhealed and we tend to, you know, we have vices, you know, and if you don't work on those things and you don't heal those broken pieces of yourself, the likelihood that you are going to hurt someone else and bleed on someone else is highly likely, you know? And it's like conversations and communication you can work through so many things with that. But it's just like, so I say that to say that I think we live in a broken world, right? With a lot of broken people. And it's just, to me, it's just, you know, what women can tolerate, what women tolerate versus, you know, women tolerate men cheating all the time, right? And it's like, you know, how do men handle women cheating on them?
It's crazy how you say it, but how do you assume it's just? Do you think it's? What do you think the percentage of people cheat? Like,
I don't know the percentage. I think people cheat in general. I think
Okay.
a lot of people cheat. I think men and women cheat alike. And I'm just saying, it's just like when you see the extreme nature to what men go through, it's like, I don't want to say that women are accustomed to being cheating on.
Let me put it like this,
That's
right?
not what I'm saying.
I don't think women cheating and men cheating is the same. The reason I say this is because a woman can, just like this situation, a woman can bring a child to you that's not yours, but it can never work the other way around. A man can never bring you a child and you not know it's not yours, because the obvious, right? So this is why, in my opinion, cheating is different. Just like any other situation.
No, it's not different.
Just like any other situation.
The pain is the same. The pain is pain, right? You're talking about the outcome of cheating. The outcome. You can go and make another child somewhere.
I can never bring you a child that's not
yours. Yes, you can.
No, I understand.
Yes, you can go and make a
another
child that's not mine.
Okay, well, you're
100%. You can bring me a child, right? We're married. You go and cheat. That child is a part of you, and I either have to accept that or leave you.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And so I think it's, you know, we can all, you just can't, right. You can't, obviously you can't carry a child. You can't be pregnant. You don't have to go through that process. Yeah. But I mean, I think the pain is the same, you know, the pain is, no one wants to be betrayed.
Definitely not.
With someone that they love. Like, nobody wants that.
Definitely. I love that take. Ooh-wee. Yeah, that's a great show. That was a great show, man. That was a great show. That's it for our topics. I want to thank my guest, Miss Chris, and her beautiful voice for gracing us on this podcast today. Shout out to you, Chris.
Appreciate you.
Hanging in there, gangster. Yeah. So, let's round this off. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel.
Leave comments.
Leave comments, man. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you think. And follow us on Instagram, RealJoey365. And what's yours, Chris?
_Chris_Mays.
Okay. Shout out to Chris Mays. And we're out of here.
We're out.